Welcome back to Mountain Connections. Right now we have Make-A-Wish Utah right here in studio to tell us about the great wishes they've granted, working very hard to provide kids that need it the most with hope, with memories, and so much more. And here to tell us all about it is Jenny and Allison from Make-A-Wish Utah. Thank you both of you for being here today.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
This is a big day because it's World Wish Day on April 29th, which is why we decided to have you here today, why you came on this Friday. So tell me more about that.
World Wish Day is a worldwide, obviously, celebration for the first wish that was ever granted. It's the anniversary of Chris Gracious being able to have the opportunity to be a police officer for a day. His wish happened before Make-A-Wish was ever founded, but definitely was the reason that thousands here in Utah and hundreds of thousands of kids have been able to have their wish be granted.
So how do you celebrate World Wish Day at Make-A-Wish Utah?
Well, it's a great day all the way around. We have a number of wishes that are happening every single week. We have wishes happening that are happening today that we're really excited about. So it's just, how can you not celebrate when we're focusing on hope, strength, and joy for kids every single day?
And speaking of that, you recently granted an incredible wish for a girl named Parker. Allison, tell me about that.
So Parker is a 10-year-old. She lives here in Park City, and she loves to dance. And her wish was to have a dance studio in her backyard. And this is one of the most, I would say, magical wishes to grant because the outpouring of community support was tremendous. So she picked out a she shed, and she picked a cedar she shed that would match her home. It had a similar roof line. And then a bunch of community partners just stepped up to volunteer. We had two construction companies come out and build it. They spent all day building it and then came back the next morning to finish. That was Renovate Park City and Red Diamond. We also had Wish Park City donate all the balloons and some confetti and some banners for the Reveal Day. Gentlemen showed up to install the floor for us. It was just one of those magical dance tech, provided some leotards and dance shoes. So overall, it was a magical wish.
And she loves to sing and dance, so now she has a very special, beautiful place to do just that.
Absolutely, yeah. She was, she was excited and ecstatic to see it. We walked in and, she kind of just kept saying, "Oh, this is so cool." And then as soon as she looked up and noticed there was a disco ball, I have a picture of her face and she was just ecstatic.
Oh, it's so heartwarming to hear about these wishes being granted, about the community coming together, because the statistics have shown that these wishes make such a difference emotionally, physically to these kids. It's really an incredible number when you really look into it.
Completely. We have statistics to show that those wish kids who receive a wish have less treatment. There's a better chance that they'd be able to see less, have less doctor's visits, that really they'd be able to continue moving forward with whatever their medical journey may be.
And we're showing some pictures of Parker's she shed right now. Oh, it's beautiful. Just seeing those photos, it's very heartwarming to see that wish came true in such an incredible way.
The community did a wonderful job. Allie did a wonderful job as her wish granter, as one of our volunteers. All of the magic that happens from a community standpoint, it starts with our volunteers, really having their connection with the family and understanding what is most important so that we can have all of the pieces come together in such a magical way.
Allie, what made you decide to be a wish granter?
Wow, so I've actually been volunteering for Make-A-Wish since 2007, and I had a good friend who was a wish granter, and he took me to the wishing place in Murray, and I walked in and I saw, you look up and there's these stars in a constellation, and then there were stories of wish kids and their wishes on the wall, and I was just inspired and have been doing it ever since. So I think just being exposed to the wishing place, Utah's unique in that it has a place where wish families can come and celebrate their wish. So that inspired me.
An incredible way to be spending your time as a volunteer. Yeah. Is there anything that's very challenging about this, or something that surprised you as you've granted more and more wishes?
Yeah, obviously you work with some families that have some very medically complex children, and getting to know them and really connect with them, and sometimes they don't. I would say the majority of my wish kids I run into their families at the grocery store, or some of them go to school with my son. But there are some that unfortunately don't make it, and I think that's very challenging, and that's very hard.
And there's so many kids waiting for wishes.
Yes.
And Jenny, we were discussing this before the interview, but the pandemic has changed what wishes can be granted. You're seeing more she sheds, more campers, hot tubs, but this really increases the longevity of the wishes.
Yes. Prior to the pandemic, much of our wishes involved travel. With the pandemic, we definitely needed to shift a little bit or a lot so that we could really continue wishes happening, continue the magic, and continue that help that Make-A-Wish can provide. So we have seen playhouses, we've seen pop-up trailers, we've seen a lot of wishes that are granted here locally that are more permanent fixtures for each of the families. And we've heard from parents, we've heard from Wish Kids themselves how excited they are to receive that it's, yes, a trip is fantastic and memories last a lifetime, but having something in their backyard that they can depend on is also something that is irreplaceable.
But you are also traveling,
We
just
are,
more
yes.
options for wishes, which makes it even more exciting for these kids.
Yes. Really one of the fundamental things that we talk about from a Make-A-Wish standpoint with our volunteers, with our donors, with everyone who comes in as a stakeholder, is that the Wish Kid gets to choose. We do have policies in place to make sure that it's the best option, but the Wish Kid gets to choose whatever they would like to do.
And now they're choosing great things that are making a difference in their lives, the lives of their family members as well.
Yes.
And Allie, I love that you showed us Parker's wish and told us all about it. Are you working on any other wishes that you can tell us about?
Yeah, quite a few actually. Currently I have 5. We have one little boy named Campbell, and he loves Harry Potter, and so his wish is to go to Harry Potter World, and he's leaving pretty soon. I have another little girl, Ohia, and she loves the outdoors, and so she is doing a mini trip to the Oregon coast in a camper, which is awesome.
Oh, so exciting, a lot that is going on. How can the community help you as a wish granter?
You know what, I've been amazed, and I'm super grateful. I feel like this community is one of the most generous. Every time I've reached out for assistance and I simply say Make-A-Wish, I feel like they roll out the red carpet, and I mean, they just really come together to help these kids. So I feel like Park City does an amazing job.
Just really good to hear. And as we mentioned, it's World Wish Day, but also this month, which is almost over, is your Drive for Wishes. Tell me about that.
So our Drive for Wishes campaign extended through the month of April. With the great help of Strong Auto, we were able to have our Wish car travel throughout the entire state multiple times, making visits to different stakeholders, whether they be donors or Wish Kids or Wish Kid celebrations. I think that it's been able to travel over 5,000 miles over the month of April, really being able to bring the magic more into the community. I don't know if anyone's seen the car as you've been driving around, but it's definitely been taking on some mileage. It's been a fantastic campaign, really excited to be able to have it be an annual occurrence.
What does the Wish Car look like, and are you hoping to just bring more awareness and more attention to what Make-A-Wish Utah is doing?
Yes, so the car itself, I'm not necessarily a car person. I think it's a Volkswagen Atlas, perhaps. But it's gray and blue, definitely has our colors, and it has a number of our sponsors. So it's definitely hard to miss. It has the Make-A-Wish logo, it has our Drive for Wishes logo, and then all of our sponsors have a specific spot on that car. Definitely an eye catcher. Really excited to be able to have that be a part of this month.
Very exciting. That's gone so far, traveled so many miles, and is bringing awareness. Such a great cause. Where can we get more information? How can we help? What can we do as a community to make sure that these wishes are all granted? And also, if there's a family with a child who feels like they need that wish, or they may be able to qualify, what can they do?
Sure. All of that information can be found off of our website. So if you go to wish.org/Utah, you'd be able to find all of that information, whether it be how to volunteer, how to donate, how to refer a child. All of that information is within our website.
Well, thank you so much, both of you, for being here today. Absolute pleasure talking with you. Definitely an inspiring organization, and it's great to hear how the community is coming together to grant these wishes. So thank you for your time.
Thank you
so
for having
much.
us.
All right, head to Make-A-Wish Utah online. You can find out all that information. Also, I encourage you to follow them on social media. They post all the time about these wishes. If you need some brightness to your day, some positivity, want to help with the organization, please make sure that you follow them on your socials. We'll be back with more right after this.